band called Seafret. I saw a video for their new song called Oceans just a week ago, and actually Maisie Williams, who plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, the famous show, she starred in it, and I just thought the video was amazing and the song was amazing also. And I just went to see their gig, which was just awesome. And I actually recommend you to watch this video till the end, because Seafret have got a little surprise for you at the end. So you better watch it. I think this is the first time that I actually show you the Trafalgar Square in a sunny weather. This city looks much better in the sun. Okay, that was kind of creepy, given that it's like right nearby the church. Random things. See what it says? Off license. And there are a lot of shops like that in London, which basically means that the only difference from like a normal shop which has a license is they're actually allowed to sell alcohol after 11 o'clock in the evening. So if you're sitting in your house and it's like 11:15 p.m. and you just suddenly think, you know what, I want to get drunk. That's the place to go to. So I've just started reading this book. It's called The Underground Storyteller by Alex Day. And it's about a guy who is also a YouTuber. I know YouTubers are all over the place now. He was really into trains. And what he decided to do was to visit every single London Underground station ever. There are like, I think, 270 of them. And he just wrote a book about it. Each chapter covers like one line, and I've just started reading it, but I'm already enjoying it very much. It's really informative. That's what I think I like the most. And for example, from the very beginning, I already found out that the author compares it actually to Beatlemania, when in the 60s everyone was basically obsessed with the Beatles. And it turns out that the same thing was happening in 1840s, but with the trains. So it was like train mania or something like that. So everyone thought it was cool, and the author just says that it was something like showing an iPad to somebody in the 19th century. That was like brilliant, that was amazing. And it turns out that back in those times, pretty much everyone could get a permission to build their own train station anywhere they wanted, and it could lead anywhere they wanted basically. And that's what was happening. And in the end, it was just like basically the whole thing became too confusing, and the government decided to actually do something about it and build like proper lines. And he also mentions a guy called Isambard Brunel. I'm not sure that's the correct way of saying it. He was the one who designed the Paddington station, which is located in London. It's one of the famous and biggest stations, I think, in the city. And what he ended up doing was creating Great Western Railway, which led from Paddington to the city of Bristol, which is located nearby. And what was so brilliant about it is that if you got from Paddington to Bristol through that railway, using just a standard ticket that you bought at the station, you could go from Paddington to Bristol, and from Bristol you could actually use that same ticket to sail to New York. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. And actually I think that like I'm on page 7 now, and I've already found out a lot of interesting stuff about the underground. So I think you'll be occasionally seeing me geeking out in these vlogs for the next couple of weeks, just because this is really cool. This is like the main square at Covent Garden where all the performances are happening, and there's a Covent Garden market, and there's actually a bar right up there, and people can watch everything that's happening here. This is what an Apple store at Covent Garden looks like. So the way it works in the Apple stores in London, they don't have like a cashiers as you have in every shop. Employees, they just walk around the shop, and basically if you want to buy something, you just take it, you bring it to the employee, and he or she has this little machine that basically scans it, and they don't even give you the receipt, they send it to you via email. So if you are from another country and you have an Apple store, let me know in the comments, do you have the same thing, or do you have just like regular cashiers as every shop has? Because I'm genuinely interested, so let me know. This is called Snog, and that's the best frozen yogurt that I've ever tried, so if you're in London you should try it. I'm not sure where I am right now, but I'm really enjoying this place, and there are all kinds of like interesting and really cool, beautiful things here. There's some funeral place called Happy Go Lucky, and then there's this theater, and I'm coming actually from the back of it. but this is where they show Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And right next to it is where they show The Woman in Black, which I would honestly really like to see, but I'm just scared. Then just around the corner, there's this theater where they show Mamma Mia, based on ABBA songs. And the line is building up already. That's not how it usually works, actually. Usually they just have one show in the evening on the weekdays, but then during the weekend on Saturday they have two shows, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. And on Sundays, they're just off. That's how most of the shows in theaters are going here. And just right there, there's another theater where the play That Goes Wrong is showing. And as you can see, the way they wrote it is the other way around. That's creepy. And the girl that just passed me looking at me in a funny way. Everyone who sees me must be thinking that I'm a total idiot recording myself on a camera. But I just enjoy it, so whatever. And finally there's The Lion King. All of those big musicals and plays are just going on in this one Covent Garden area. They've also got these half-priced and discounted tickets booths all over the town. Well, not all over the town, but in a lot of places. And you can just get a half-price tickets for like musicals and plays and all kinds of stuff in theaters. But if you want to go to a show and you want to buy a half-price ticket, you have to buy it like during the week that the show is happening. So there seems to be a show going on here, and it involves naked ladies. This is how the entrance looks, just in the middle of the street. Oh good, somebody's going. As I promised, here's a little message from Seafret.
Hi, we're Seafret. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See you next week.